I mean, we're gonna share the whole blueprint. You can do it just as much as we can. I can't believe this is our life. It's there for you. You just have to put the work in.
Yeah. Staying on the road was a dream for us at one point, and now we're here. It was getting nervous there for a little bit. I just want everybody to know that, like, this is a journey. Ooh, creator block's a big one. We go through that a lot. And so I think we probably put $15,000 into it, getting it back to zero. Yeah, we're like, just hang on. It doesn't matter. We don't know what's going on. Just hang on.
I have a new saying, screw it, just do it.
Okay, we are officially back in podcast number 2. In the last podcast, we discovered how we got here, how we came up with our name, Trying Something New, and a lot of other interesting things about our backstory. So if you haven't checked out that one yet, definitely check out our first episode because we had a lot of fun doing it. So in this episode, we were going to cover what it was like to live a year in Southeast Asia, in Thailand, Philippines, and Bali, and all that amazingness that comes with that. But Sandy put up a poll on Instagram stories, and we got a different direction that we're going to go today, Sandy. So what is it?
I said, you know what? I think that's awesome, and that's part of our journey in the beginning. But I think what people really want to know is how we afford this full-time travel RV life. Because, there's, whether you're doing it or you want to do it, it's always how do we fund it, right? If you are on the road, you want to know, how do I stay on the road? Because I don't want to go back to a house or a regular job. So everybody's always like, what do you guys do? Or if you want to do this travel life, that's another thing. Like if you work in a 9-to-5, you have a job that's like actually at a place, you can't understand, like, how do I make money on the road? So we want to share our journey of how we have been able to afford this over 9 years now and what we do to make some money.
All right, before we get into it, if you're watching this on video, let us know if you like this background better. We switched up. This is actually our bedroom right here with some cool Dream Bigger signage in the back.
LED lights.
LED lights. Last time we did it in our living room. So yeah, just drop a comment down below. Let us know if this is kind of cool. It has a more of a podcasty feel, I feel like, in this one.
The bedroom?
The bedroom. Or just the lighting, the ambiance.
Yeah, the ambiance, I like. That pink.
All right, so first of all, we always had a mission statement before we set off and get on the road, and our mission statement was to be able to... Go for it.
I think you were going to say burn the boats,
burn the boats.
ships.
Yeah, burn the boats. I think that came a little bit later on as we started getting a little further down the road. But our initial mission statement was to be self-sustaining on the road and to be able to make money from anywhere that we are and not have to go back to one location to make money. And our home base was Las Vegas, so the vision was, I don't ever want to go back to Las Vegas if I don't have to make money. So that was always our mission statement. Now we're living our mission statement, which is pretty cool.
So we want to rewind and share how we first got into this RV life, the expense of it, and all that good stuff.
That's a great space to start.
Yeah, so because we were in the house and we were like looking at RVs, and of course our eyeballs were bulging and we were like, look at that RV, 4 opposing slides, bougie diesel, 45 feet long. It had all the bells and whistles, but there's a big price tag that comes with that. And we're like, okay, let's lower the wants, And I think we were about 150,000 was the RV that we were looking at.
Right. And so once we start looking at financing all this stuff, these are considered a luxury item. It's not a necessity because you don't need an RV.
We could not get finance.
Yeah. So being that it was a luxury item at that time, we could not get finance for it. So
we had rental properties. We had our own house, and they were like, no, they weren't gonna.
Yeah. And we were kind of maxed out at that point on what we could afford. So it was in retrospect, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to us.
Let me tell you, there's that saying, out of seemingly bad comes good, has proven true in so many areas of our life. And I'm so glad, because I did not want a $900 payment or whatever that was to be more, for the RV. So what did we end up doing, babe?
All right, so we had about $20,000 for a down payment, and the rejection notices kept coming in hot and heavy from getting financed for our super diesel pusher that we thought we had to have. So I look at Sandy one day and I go, we got 20 grand. Should we just look online and see what we can get for 20 grand?
I didn't even think one existed. I just assumed it was 100 G's plus, and there was nothing below that. And he started looking at RV Trader, and he's like, babe, there's a lot of options for 20,000. I go, get the hell out of here.
I mean, it wasn't the dream RV,
no, not
right?
the dream, but you can get into RV life,
So we decided we could take our $20,000 and buy a 1999 Winnebago with, what did it have, about 40,000 miles?
27,000.
27,000 miles. And the 99 to the 2007 did not change one bit. I did a lot of research.
They looked exactly the same.
Exactly the same engine. They all have the same engine, same frame, same all that stuff. So I'm like, babe, I got a 99 here. So we go for 20. It was 19,000.
There was one in California, and then there was one in South Carolina, and we were in Vegas. the one in California sold the day that we wanted to go look at it because we were only a few hours away. But the one in South Carolina was still available, and we're like, we'll take it. So Jimmy flew there.
I flew out there, sight unseen. We had an inspection done. We come to find out later, the inspection was done by
his friend,
best friend of the guy who sold it to us.
Friend,
yeah,
the
seller's
Don't do that,
friend.
guys. That's a red flag right there.
Yeah, we didn't know about it back then, but we get there and I'm like, oh, it looks great. I had no idea what I'm looking at. It starts up. Here's 19 G's, and he's like, all right, see you later. So as we're driving it home, there was some delamination that we come to find out, and the roof was delamination means the bond between the walls or the roof and the wood has come apart. The glue has separated.
The exterior wall and the wood separated,
Yeah.
so you have a big bubble.
Because water damage got in there. So I didn't know anything about that. We're just like, oh, we're out. We got an RV for 20 G's. And so we're driving home. I'm driving through Texas with my mom, and the Texas side winds are crazy if you've ever been through them. And the RV is at like a 30-degree angle because the wind is blowing so hard. And all of a sudden we hear this big boom, and my mom goes running back into the bathroom, and she's like, the roof flew off, the roof flew off. So we got daylight coming in through the bathroom. I'm doing 60 miles an hour down the freeway. I got a strong side wind, so we pull over. I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. It was a Sunday night. We had just got insurance on it that day. The insurance is like...
It doesn't kick in until like the next day or something. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
So I'm like, we got one choice. There was a truck stop about 20 miles ahead. So we limped on the side of the road for about 20 miles. Get up to the truck stop. All the truckers come out to help. They're like, what happened? I'm like, the roof blew off. And then all of them...
I just bought it and the roof blew off.
So one guy gives me a roll of duct tape, another guy gives me some ratchet straps, and he's like, run some ratchet straps around it, strap it down, and run some duct tape on the part where it fell apart. So we did that, and we started mobbing again at 40 miles an hour. It was good, 50 miles an hour. Now, remember, we still had 700 miles to get home. This is me and my mom. And so I call up Sandy. I'm like, you're never going to believe there's a roof off. So long story short, we make it home, right? We limped in. And the whole, you want to tell about the whole neighborhood being out to see us pull up?
Oh, so yeah, all of our neighbors at the time knew that we were going to be buying this RV and that Jimmy was driving it home. Everybody is like, it's seriously so funny. So he had duct tape, all these duct tape marks going down the side, holding the roof down to the side of the RV.
Probably 40 pieces of duct tape on each side.
And I'm like, all right, drive in the opposite way. Because what was it on? It was on the driver's side. So I'm like, come in so we see the passenger side.
And so
everybody that's outside is like, hey, you got the RV, but they don't see all the duct tape.
And this was our dream, to move into the RV and start traveling around the country, right?
Everybody knew that that's what we wanted to do, and they were like, God, either they thought we were crazy, or they were like, wow, that sounds like really cool. Like, that's the dream, right? To just live on the road.
But the funny part was me is pulling up with our dream that we had went to South Carolina to get. The whole neighborhood standing out front.
Limped in.
And we got duct tape holding us together. So that was kind of a funny moment for us.
Yeah, we were definitely trying something new. So don't be so eager that you don't do your due diligence. We thought we did. We had an inspection, but the inspector guy obviously was in cahoots with the seller and totally screwed us over.
And sometimes we rush into things. We get very excited about it. We get excited about a lot of things, and we rush into it without thinking it through. And we're getting better as we get older, but we still rush into things. So
yeah, that was 10 years ago that we got that. So so how we made money back then when we moved into the RV full time was we had our film production company was based out of Las Vegas. And that brought in, it was a very successful company. We brought in a lot of money. So when we would make big chunks of money, we would block out maybe a month or two and we'd go travel the country.
Yeah, we're like, we're good. We got enough money to last for a couple months. Let's go out and hit the road and have some fun. And
then we knew we had jobs booked and, ahead. Like whatever months we had certain jobs booked. So we knew at that time we would go back to Las Vegas. We did that for many years. We did that when we traveled to Southeast Asia. We would put the RV in a storage unit, park our home, and then go hit the road, go fly. And then when we'd come back, we just pull our RV right out of storage and back to life as usual.
So the funny thing, when we went to Southeast Asia, we did a 2-week stint, a 1-month stint, a 3-month stint, and then a 6-month stint. And every time we go over there, we get hundreds of questions. How did you guys get the RV over there? We never took the RV. We rented Airbnbs in Southeast Asia. So kind of a funny thing.
So, but I love the flexibility of having our home, literally put in a storage unit, and that's our home base. So we would never get rid of our RV, even the one we have now. It's like we would never get rid of it because that just gives you such flexibility. Like, we want to travel international. We want to live on a boat. We would never get rid of the RV because whenever we're done doing what we're doing, it's nice to have this home base.
Yeah.
So the home base is our RV. All right, so we did that for many years, and then let's fast forward to COVID. So COVID hit, and we lost all of our film jobs, like everybody else.
Just like everybody. Within a week, up until this point, we were doing production jobs. So somebody would hire us to come film their event, film their wedding, tell corporate storytelling stuff. So up until that, we had a lot of stuff booked out. I mean, every couple of weeks we had a job booked out, and then Sandy's like, oh, 3 of them just canceled. Oh, 4 more just canceled.
And I mean, you knew it was going to happen because like Las Vegas was one of the first states to shut down. We're Nevada, and so like the strip shut down, so we knew inevitably all of the jobs were going to be getting canceled. Well, fun fact, with our film production company, Tony Shea, Zappos, was one of our big clients, and we used to work with Tony a ton for a bunch of years and do all of their storytelling videos.
So shout out to anybody out there from Zappos watching and listening. We were just on a Virgin cruise about a month ago.
Oh, this is so wild. Yeah.
And one of the guys that we used to create videos with at Zappos, we always had him in our videos over there. He comes up to us on the Virgin cruise. He's like, do you remember me from the Zappos days? I mean,
it took me so long to put it together because I'm like, this is so weird to see you here. It's been years.
Yeah.
All right.
So Zappos runs deep.
Little fun fact. They were awesome to work with. So COVID hit, lost all the jobs, and we're like, all right, plan B. What do we do now? And with our YouTube videos that we were putting up at the time, we weren't making any money from social media. The shorts didn't even exist at this time. I think TikTok just came
started,
on. Yeah. And the kids had fun little channels where they were just doing dances and stuff. And I'm like, TikTok's not for me. So we knew that for probably 2 years at this point, people were always asking us questions on how we made our videos, that our videos looked so different from everybody else's, and it's because we had a film background. And there's always questions. So we knew there was a need. People wanted to know. People want to start vlogging. They want to start making their own videos. But there wasn't much out there. And I don't know, there just wasn't much out there. And so we go, all right, well, we have all the time in the world. We're in quarantine. And at that time, we actually rented a house for a few months because it was the winter time and we hate the cold. And so we go, this is perfect. We could build a little set, and that's where we can shoot these videos and we can have a higher production value. So that's what we did. We went all in and created a course teaching people how to make, it was mainly long form videos at the time because that's what was out. And so, we dumped a ton of blood, sweat, and tears into this
months and months and
course.
It's an amazing course. 200 classes in there, all video classes.
Yeah.
All of our secrets and all of our tips and tricks and hacks from the past 12 years of filmmaking, more than that at that point. But so that's what's in that course. And that course still exists and people still buy that course all day long. And that's one of our revenue streams is course sales. So
we created the course. But at the time, the money wasn't coming in. We were going through our savings. And now the course isn't bringing in money yet because we were still building it. And so it was a few months later that we launched it. We had sales, and so that was bringing money in. But it wasn't really enough to sustain us. And then we instantly went back on the road, got the RV out of storage, and we're like, we can't do this house anymore.
Yeah.
It served its purpose for creating the course, and then that was it.
So Vegas was completely shut down at this point with COVID. You couldn't even do anything. I mean, like seriously, like boarded up, shut down. The strip was shut down. It was, one person could only go into the store. It was crazy. And then we're watching on the news, Florida's wide open. So we go, let's go down to Florida and check it out. So we
hightailed it to Florida.
Hightailed it to Florida. We got down here.
Peace, Vegas.
Yeah, and it was wide open. There was nothing, no shutdown, nothing going on, and everybody was having a good time. So then we went further down. We went down to the Keys, and in the Keys it was like COVID didn't even existed.
We stayed in the Keys for a year.
Yeah, right at the height of COVID, and it was amazing. Nobody wore masks. It was just a great time all around. And so we were down in the Keys, and we were starting to get pretty low on money. We were getting really low to the point where it was getting kind of scary. Where we're like, all right, we've got to make a decision here. Either we're going all in on this social media, because at this point, the jobs still weren't there for from the film production company, because we weren't even in our hometown anymore.
We pretty much shut it down. We didn't want to do that anymore. Yeah, we wanted to go all in on our course and social media.
So we had been doing the film production thing for, at that point, 12, 13 years, and it was just time to try something new. It was time for a rebirth and something new, and we hadn't fully committed to social media yet. We dabbled in it a lot because we had the filmmaking background, but we hadn't committed to it 100%. Now, with all the filmmaking jobs gone away, it was time for us to go all in. And at this point, we got the courses going a little bit, and that was kind of the only money that we had coming in. And so, like I said, it was getting nervous there for a little bit. I just want everybody to know that, like, this is a journey.
When you're an entrepreneur, there's ups and downs.
There's highs and lows, and you know, a lot of people hide it, and we were kind of hiding it for a little bit, you know, because it's embarrassing to be like, damn, we're almost out of money. But we're trying, you know, we're trying something new, we're trying something different, we're trying to reinvent ourselves. And that's just the journey of an entrepreneur, I feel like. So, yeah, we're down there. And Sandy, I actually went to the Bahamas to do one film job because I was like, all right, we're getting pretty low. Film job popped up. It was good money. So I'm like, all right, let me go to the Bahamas and do this great, amazing film job. And, you know, that sustained us for a little bit longer. But while I was gone, Sandy got a phone call for a retainer, for a brand deal for a retainer. At this point, we had about 50,000 on YouTube. That was about it, right?
Yeah, and I think we had 16,000 on Instagram.
16,000 on Instagram.
Which is not much.
So what a retainer is, guys, is somebody wants to pay you every month for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months to create content for their brand or their product or their...
And that was an aha moment for me, where it was always like, yeah, let's do social media and make money from it. But we didn't put the real effort into it. And so when I saw that retainer come in, I go... Huh. It was like a light switch. I go, I know we're creating the course and it's a lot of work, but that sounds really fun. And that I really I like that, you know? And so he came back from the Bahamas.
Well, you actually called me when I was in the Bahamas.
We talked to each other and I go, we just got an offer for a retainer. Because I didn't think our channels were big enough, you know? I think that's what it was. I'm like, we have to grow our channels. The channels aren't big enough. No one's going to pay us. And
well, do you want to tell them how much a retainer is for? It was
$1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month. So a retainer, guaranteed $1,000 a month for, let's just say, 6 months. I think
it was 3 months.
3 months. Okay. So $1,000 a month for 3 months. Like,
hold on. So I go, all right, Jimmy, babe, I think that we should start taking this really seriously. And that's why for you guys out there, if you don't, it's not the numbers that matter. It's, are you putting out good content? Are you consistent? And can a brand see themselves working with you and being in your content? And so we took the retainer and it seriously, Nicole from Hot Mod, I will always give her credit for this. Because I went like this. It's like sometimes you just need that little spark, that little ember to light the fire, right? And that's exactly what that did. Because I go, you know what? Let's go. Like, let's do this. So he came back from the Bahamas and I go, let's make a list of brands we want to work with. Let's make like our dream list of brands that we would love to work with, but we're kind of probably too small right now. And so we just hit the ground running and started DMing brands and finding emails. And we just made a whole list and hammered it out, and then we got a ton of yeses.
Yeah, it's almost like the key just opened the door a little bit, and we looked in and we go, we could go play in there, you know, we could go in that realm. And
at the time, our TikTok, we started putting up videos on TikTok. This was now 2 years later after, like, our kids were doing it during COVID. So
I would say
I think I had 6 videos, and they were just silly videos that we did with the kids. And now I go, let's just start putting up like our RV life, like RV tours and this and that. And they started going crazy. And I was like, so we hit 100,000 on TikTok pretty quick. And from that, we were getting all these brand deal offers. And so I was like, holy crap, you know, like, all right. So yeah, so TikTok was taking off. All these opportunities started coming in for TikTok really at the time, because YouTube, we weren't posting shorts there, and our Instagram was pretty small. So they were all coming out for TikTok, and we're like, all right, so we made a really good amount of money.
Like a crazy amount of money.
In a short amount of time, all because of that. So that to me just fueled the fire even more. At that time also, one of our friends was posting shorts on YouTube and was blowing up, and we were like, so let's just take all of our shorts and put them on YouTube. And that started like going crazy as well. And we started growing on YouTube like crazy fast. We hit 100,000, and then we hit like 500,000, and then we hit 1 million, and it was just insane in a fairly short amount of time. And so with that, then our Instagram started to grow. And so all these brand deals started to come in. Plus we were making money from YouTube AdSense. So our streams of income like significantly changed really fast. Now I attribute it all to that first retainer that came in and really opened my eyes to, let's make a go at this, you know, because what else do we have going on, right? And we didn't want to go back to filming jobs for other people, for, you know, anything like Vegas, anything that we did before. We were shooting high-end weddings, and we just didn't want to do it anymore. Like, we were burnt out from it, you know?
It's very stressful. It's, if you add it all up, the shooting time and editing time, it's probably 50, 60 hours of work. Between two people, you got to spend $10,000 worth of equipment. Like, there's a lot to it. And then to think, like, you can supplement your income with making fun videos with your family on your phone is just mind-boggling to us. So a lot of times people are like, how do you guys put out so much content? How do you keep pushing? How do you keep going? And it's because coming from what we came from, this is easy beyond belief to be able to make a living off of shooting videos with your phone, as opposed to, you know, going out and
it's fun.
Yeah, hustling up projects.
I think it's totally fun. The kids enjoy it. And we're making probably more money now than we did with our film business.
Yeah, which is crazy.
So, and the amount of work is a tremendous ton less.
And so that's why, even at this point, we're so grateful for where we're at, because when we were in the Keys right after COVID and all of our film jobs went away and we're trying to build out the course, like I said, it got low, it got scary, and we were broke. Like, and then, you know, that the momentum, we almost like hit a bottom. We bounced up with that first retainer and the momentum starts to go. And Sandy was smart enough to go, we're grabbing this momentum. It's almost like, I don't know, a comet went by and we just grabbed onto the tail of the comet and took a ride into the universe.
Flailing behind it.
Yeah, we're like, just hang on. It doesn't matter. We don't know what's going on. Just hang on. So that is where we're at now. We are able to be anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world for that matter, and be able to sustain ourselves on the road, which was our mission statement 9 years ago. Yeah. And so it's funny because we've been at this for a long time. You don't have to be at it for this long to make it work, but we were at it before people were at it, right? So we've been at this for a long time. And when people come up to us and go, oh, I've been trying for 6 months and it's not really working, like, I don't have any sympathy for that. I actually kind of laugh at it because I'm like, we've been at it for over 6 years and it's just now working. So
yeah, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Yeah.
You're an overnight success. It just took you 20 years to get here and nobody knows about that, right? So yeah. So the ways that we now make money are, big one is brand deals, right? Sponsorships and all that stuff on videos and products that we use and love to share with our community. We get AdSense. We tried the swag route for a little bit. Swag is, it's really hard because
it's hard. We can't store it in the RV. And then you could have a company do it, but say you're not getting a ton of sales and you still have to pay the retainer. So just an example, let's say we're paying $1,000 a month to have our swag made and stored and shipped in a certain facility. And what if we're only bringing in $500 a month? Not even. What if we're bringing in like $300 a month off the swag? We like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Although I do want to start a fashion line. I absolutely love these rompers and all this cool flowy kind of clothes and maybe some cool leggings. So in the future, I would love that. But so that will be another revenue stream.
Right. So we got AdSense, we got brand deals, we got the money you make off of social media. Sometimes Instagram will have a campaign, you know, that goes for 6 months that they're trying to get people on their platform. Facebook had one for a long time that people were making a killing off of that. And now TikTok has said if you make videos over 1 minute long, then we'll start paying you on those videos too. So it just depends on what they're trying to do on that platform to get people on.
We did a couple of testers and it doesn't seem very significant. I think we've made $4.
Yeah,
we've only posted a few longer than a minute. But I'm not banking on that being anything substantial. So, but YouTube we get probably 15 to 20 million views a month. And that brings a pretty good chunk of change in. But it's not long form views. We get a couple 100,000 long form views and then millions of short form views because some of our videos are just viral and they just don't slow down. So that works. That brings in a good amount of money. The brand deals bring in majority of the money, and we have something brand new that we're going to be working on. That will be another revenue stream. Yeah,
and let's just say it, like we're going to relaunch a course. So our course originally was geared toward long-form content creators, filmmaker kind of status, and things have evolved since 2020 so much that everything's short form now, and everything's done with the phone, and everything's, you know, this world that we're living in. And so we're going to redo the course. We're going to reinvent it.
We're going to make a brand new course.
Yeah.
A brand new course teaching people how to become a full-time content creator. So it's going to run around, it's going to cover the whole gamut of content creation, a ton about that. We're going to include the long form that was in our old course because there's still people out there that want to make long form videos. They want to do YouTube on both sides, shorts and long. They go hand in hand.
And long form is our heart. That's where we grew up with long form, right? That's what everybody grew up with. But we, earned our chops and cut our teeth on making long form videos. So I don't know. There's always a special place in my heart
Jimmy
for long
will
form.
never let go of long
I mean, that's
form.
that's where the real artistry is for me. Like, shorts are great and it's fun, but to be able to sit down and really get engaged and invested and just enjoy a story.
Well, I think and also it's a catalog of our family history with our kids. I mean, there'll be days where our kids were young when we first started making these videos just because that's what we did. We just made videos and it was like, oh, how cool to document our travels around Southeast Asia or wherever. And now we watch, and Ryder is like 3 years old in these videos. So as a family, we'll just lounge around on the couches and watch some of our old YouTube videos. And it seriously is the best thing ever.
I get super emotional.
It's kind of a selfish thing as well.
I get super emotional watching them and seeing the kids when they're so young and looking at all the amazing things we did and like, wow, that's so crazy, man. Like,
we did some crazy things. Like, we did some really cool travels, and so we got to get back onto that.
Yeah. So that's, I don't know. I guess we could consider this an announcement also that over the next 3 weeks to month, we're going to start, dialing in the course and figure out what's needed. Please leave us some comments down below and let us know what you guys want to learn. We have a foundational elements that we'll definitely include in there, but we want this to be a collaborative where our community says, hey, I want to learn about this and this and this, and we're like, all right, cool, it's in the course.
So if you are an aspiring creator or you have been creating and you really want to learn more knowledge, and we're going to share the whole blueprint on how we've gone from just a little hobbyist to full-time content creator. We know a lot, so we can't wait to share all of that with you. We've been through it. We got tips, tricks, strategies, viral, all the things, and then also how to brand yourself, making money. We really want to cover as much as we can, so it's like a one-stop shop, and you guys can really start making some serious money.
Yeah, we're coming up on 7 figures. We're coming up on with brand deals, and also we have 1.5 billion views on all platforms, and we have 2.2 million followers on all platforms. So thank you guys for being along for this and supporting us and allowing us to do this. And now it's time for us to give back a little bit to you guys and get to that next level with everybody, because this is a fun game. This is a fun.
We do it a lot. I'm like, wait, I gotta seriously pinch ourselves because I can't believe this is our life. When we had our film business, that was super fun, and we thought it was amazing because we were our own bosses. We made our own schedule. We made great money, and so we didn't work every day. We'd work when we had a film job. So we were home with our kids a lot, and it was great. But turning it into social media is just levels better because there is no huge post-production of, like, we'd work with Zappos or film a wedding, and there was a lot of editing.
Yeah, that's a week of
we'd be
editing.
shooting all day long and make the same amount of money as making a short today.
Yeah.
And so the amount of work has dropped crazy, and it's way easier, and it's a ton more fun.
Yeah. So let's circle back around. We all need to make money on the road if you want to be on the road. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. A lot of people will sell a house and cash out $100 grand, and then you might last about a year on the road, year and a half, and then it's like, oh crap. Now I don't have now I don't have a house, and all my cash is gone. So we always have to figure out ways to make money while we're on the road. Whether you can do a remote job, whether you can tap into social media, whatever it is, there is no way around it. We have to make money on the road, and don't be disillusioned. Don't be thinking that you're a special unicorn that it's all going to work out. Trust me.
The money's just going to fall from the sky.
We know firsthand what it's like to be at the very, very bottom going, holy crap, are we going to be able to freaking, get to the next spot? And then, boom, something hits and you take off running, so.
Yeah, so that's the life of an entrepreneur. You have your ups, you have your downs. COVID hit us hard. It did. It hit us hard. We lost a ton of jobs that were going to bring in a ton of money. And so we adjusted. We always adjust. Like, there's a saying, adjust your sails, right? And it's like the wind's going to come, all these different things are going to happen, and you have to just adjust your sails and go. And so that's what we've done in everything that's in our lives. Like, we started our film business with no experience whatsoever, and we rose to the top. That was an amazing experience. But we learned a lot in that film business, the run and gun style, and how to do things quick and efficient and get the most out of everything that we did. And we translate that now into our social media. And so, I feel like we have the best of both worlds, where we were able to parlay that into where we're at today and make a lot of money from it. So if you're a content creator, or you want to be, it's there for you. You just have to put the work in.
Yeah. And it's our mission also. Another mission statement that we have, a new one, is to get as many people out here having fun as we can, because life is amazing. It's a short ride that we get. We get only 18 years with our kids. It goes by that quick. And we don't want to spend it grinding away doing stuff that we're not passionate about, we're not happy about. I mean, this is just, it might seem braggadocious. It's not. We get paid to go on vacation. We have to do a lot of work when we go on vacation. We're filming everything when we go on vacation. And I've got to edit for 2 days when we come back from a vacation. But we get paid to go on vacation. And it's just so much fun to have these experiences with your kids, with your spouse, and all that stuff. So anything we can do to help you guys get there, let us know, reach out, drop some comments. And let's get to this. It's going to be a fun ride creating this next course. All right, so we're going to do a little disrupt right here. And this is what we did on our last podcast. It was really fun. And this is rapid fire questions that we get
lightning round
online. So here we go with the lightning round questions. This is something I look forward to every single time.
Yeah, me too.
I got them on my phone here, so I'm going to look at my phone. I'll ask you 5, you ask me 5, and then we'll go. Okay?
Good.
All right, Sandy, what is the most profitable platform you use right now?
Well, profitable in which sense? Because YouTube, the platform itself, pays us. But profitable in brand deals, making money, I would say, Instagram and TikTok, I would say, are a tie.
All right. That's interesting. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok then.
All three. Yeah, for sure.
All three. So let us teach you how to do all three, because a lot of people only focus on one, and you're missing big opportunities.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't give them away too much. We got to save that for the course. All right, Sandy, what brand deal are you most proud of landing?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say Disney. They've invited us on the cruise and to Disney World, and I have to say that was a really, it's iconic. It's Disney, and so I think that was a real, a whole family experience where the kids had the best time ever, and they all got to relive sort of like their little childhood experiences. So I would say Disney.
Good one. How do you decide what projects to take on while you're traveling?
Well, if it aligns with us, if it aligns with what we're doing, where we're at, and it's a good fit, then we'll do it. If it's something that just doesn't work out, then, we'll pass. All
right. It's a little bit of a weird question, but yeah, no biggie. What is the hardest thing about creating content on the road?
Well, it depends. Like if we're traveling, if we're in a state of travel a lot, often, frequent travel, then those travel days, we don't really get much done because it's just a lot of travel and packing up and setting up. So that can be the hardest part. That's why we're going to sit still for a little while, because we just got to catch up. And so I would say that's the hardest part. When we're traveling often, then it just cuts down the amount of time that we can actually get work done.
All right, cool. What is one unexpected way that you've made money as content creators? What's one unexpected way that you made money?
Unexpected.
Something came out of left field and you're like, whoa, I didn't see that one coming.
I think maybe partnering with NASCAR. That's an unexpected, because we weren't NASCAR fans before. We never really watched NASCAR, and now we love NASCAR. We're huge fans. We've worked with them for a couple of years now. I actually go into another race in October, and so I never thought NASCAR would be one of our main. We've been long-term partners with them now. And,
great partnership,
great
awesome. Brand, great everything about NASCAR is great.
They are awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so you start at number 6, and we're 6 to 10 for me. We'll switch it out here. See if I can answer as good as Sandy.
Okay. Was that good?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
How do we stay consistent with content creation while constantly moving?
Oh, that's a hard one, man. Consistency is really, really hard. Our ideal posting schedule would be 3 to 5 shorts a day and 1 long form on Sunday. And, we've hit it for a long time, and, we go through droughts where we can't hit it and then we can hit it. But I've devised a new system where I have X amount of deliverables that I'm trying to get to Sandy every single day so she can post. And so you got to be disciplined, you got to be focused, and you got to be determined to get it down. We always have a saying, the more you post, the more you grow, the more you grow, the more you make. So let's say that again. The more you post, the more you grow, the more you grow, the more you make. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
What about creator's block?
Ooh, creator block's a big one. We go through that a lot. We have highs and lows, and
we're actually just coming out of
one right out of a creator block right now. And
so if you notice we haven't been posting much, that's why.
We're in a little bit of a slump right now, but it just happens, you're making content for so long, and then, you know, maybe you think you're making it the same way and nothing's different, and you're always trying to evolve and change and be new and current, and sometimes you just get in your own way. And sometimes you just got to sit down.
Analysis paralysis.
Sandy has a great thing that she always says, is just sit down and get to it, because that momentum grows.
Screw it, just do it. Yeah.
And gets going, and then you're like, oh, I am okay. I am amazing. I am doing good stuff here. So
yeah,
you just got to sit down and get through the block.
Oh, just gotta go through it.
It's a real thing, though.
All right, how do we balance work and exploration in a new place?
That's a good one too. I mean, a lot of times we'll be in a new spot and we're gonna go out and do this, and this, and then we're like, crap, we got deadlines we got to meet, we got
still have to work,
content we got to get out for some brands and stuff like that. So we still got to work. So every once in a while, though, the work will never be done, and so every once in a while you have to say, you know what, today's gonna be a family day. We're gonna go out and have fun. We're gonna explore and see stuff, and you know. Half of the time we're creating content while we're out exploring, so we use that as an excuse too. Hey, we got to go out and create some content, so let's go do something fun.
Yeah, yeah. That balance is definitely hard, though. All right, what's the biggest financial mistake we've made on the road? Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
What are you going to say here?
Okay, so let's say, okay. This is just something I always think about all the time. We bought our old This is something that I think about all the time. We bought our old RV for $19,000, and it needed a lot of work. And so a lot of times when we buy something that we're going to put sweat equity into, we actually end up spending more than we would if we would have just maybe saved up for a little bit longer and bought something that wasn't so damaged, because we had a lot of water damage in that RV. And so I think we probably put $15,000 into it, getting it back to zero. And so, you know, 20,000 plus 15, that's 35,000. I started going on RV Trader and looking.
I know, don't do that.
At rigs for 35,000. I'm like, damn, we could have got something like a lot better if we would have just waited. But
that water damage was the only thing that made it. Because once we revamped it, it was super cute. Let us know if you remember what our old RV looked like. Yeah.
But there was always one side of the RV on the passenger side that had a big bubble in it, and it was the driver's side. And it always just bugged me. I'm very particular about the way my things look.
Oh yeah, you don't want a bubble on your RV.
Yeah, just driving down the road, I'm like, I'm feeling all good, and I'm like, oh, there's a damn bubble, you know. So
you can't hide it.
That's why I love this RV and truck so much, because I take so much pride in it, and it's perfect, and I want to keep it perfect as long as possible.
Yes. All right, last one. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
What's the most important tool or app we use to manage our business?
Ooh,
this would be more of a my question.
Yeah, I don't know. What would that be? We use hundreds of tools and hundreds of apps. I don't know if there's just one. For me, my number one thing for editing is Premiere, Adobe. I use that.
I use CapCut.
I use that nonstop all day, every day. Adobe Premiere Pro. I use it for shorts and long. I think our iPhones are the most important tool.
Good answer.
That we couldn't live without.
Good answer.
We got everything on there. We make our life off of this right here, which is absolutely crazy. I always think too, like Steve Jobs and all those guys, that anybody that designed a computer, that designed a program, I wonder if they knew the ripple effect that they would have for creators. Like whoever designed Adobe, and they build this platform for us to go in and do whatever we want to do on it. That just boggles me sometimes. I think about that a lot. Like they designed this, and now I get to change my life.
The world.
Yeah, change my life because of this thing. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So that's lightning round. Let's get back to ways to save money and make money on the road.
Well, I guess let's do a quick sum up of how we make money on the road now today. Brand deals, AdSense, some affiliate stuff that we do.
Course sales.
Is there anything else?
I'm sure there's a couple. We always look at this like the facets of a diamond. There's 7 or 8 sides to a diamond, and all those add up to make something amazing. And so it's not like one revenue stream is the one that sustains you. We're entrepreneurs in 8 different fields. And so,
and I have to say something. You touched on it a little bit. Is if you're working at a job that you're not happy at, right? It doesn't set your soul on fire. It's just paying the bills. Really look at that, because we had jobs before we started our film company, and I used to be a cocktail waitress in Las Vegas. I made great money, but I hated it. I was in a smoky environment, wearing shoes that were uncomfortable. I had just moved to Las Vegas. I was 26 years old.
We always joke around, you just served crackheads is what it was. Like
in Vegas, it was.
All the people at the machines.
And so, but it was just a way to make money. It was like a cool thing to do in Las Vegas. But after a couple of years, I go, this is just not for me. I was constantly sick. And from that experience, it made me realize that why we're here, like you said, for a short time. Like, who knows if tomorrow's even going to come, right? Why waste that time and energy? We get a ton of DMs, a ton of comments saying I live vicariously through you guys. And it hurts my heart when I read that, because I want you to be doing the same. Like,
Right.
you don't have to just watch other people doing cool things. Like, you can do it just as much as we can. And it doesn't have to be on any different level of, like, we entered RV life with $19,000 cash, right? Oh, so another thing that I want to touch on is how you save money also while traveling. So a huge part of this like full-time travel life is keeping your overhead kind of low, right? Because you can go all out and stay in crazy RV parks, but then for the first couple of years, that's what we did. We paid for all the RV parks. And whether it's a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, or $80 a night, like, it adds up. And so as you're traveling around the country, that becomes a big expense. Now, even though our RV was paid for, you still have to stay somewhere. You still have to park the RV somewhere. So one of the things that we did get a few years in was the 1,000 Trails membership. And so with that seriously dropped our expenses.
So it's like a
insane.
It's like a timeshare for RV parks, right?
No, it's not really a timeshare. It's a membership that you buy. And the 1,000, and you can buy it in different regions. We bought I think the Camper Pass first, which is like a $700 membership. Now you stay literally for free in a ton of RV parks. Some of them have a $20 a night fee, but let me tell you how I found out about this membership. We were staying in Florida at an RV park, and I think we spent $1,600 or something, or $2,000 for the month. We were going to stay there for the month. And we met this woman, we started talking, and she goes, oh yeah, I'm here for 3 weeks, for free or whatever. And I go, for free? And she's like, oh yeah, I have the 1,000 Trails membership. And I was like, what the heck do you mean for free? We just spent $1,600 to stay here for the month. And she's like, oh, you don't have it? Like, all RVers have it. And I'm like, we're freaking OG RVers. How do we not know about this? So I started looking into it, and I saw what it was about, and I'm like, are you serious? So I bought it that same day, and from there on out, we like pretty much stayed for free in all these RV parks.
There's the upfront fee if you pay for the membership, but after that, you can stay. They have RV parks all around the country, and you can stay 3 weeks at a time with our membership. And so every 3 weeks, you have to move and go to a different RV park, but it's free, right?
It's free.
But all of our families, all of our friends, and that are families that travel full time, every single one of them has a 1,000 Trails membership. Yeah. So it's a little secret hack that we all know about in the RV space, and it took us a while to figure out. That's why we're so passionate about telling other people about it, because it's a massive way to save money, because we went from $2,000 a month. Our membership is $300 a month.
So we ended up upgrading it because we wanted to stay in the Keys, and we wanted to go from the Encore RV parks. It's like a sister collection of RV parks. So we wanted to stay down in the Keys. So we got the highest membership that they had, which is the Adventure package, and that's $300 a month. So now we can go anywhere. You get crazy booking windows what I love about it is that there's so many families there. There's so many families that use it. So you're going to bump into families in a lot of these parks, which is amazing for the kids. It's amazing for us. It's a community. So
that's another one of our money-saving hacks that we use in this full-time travel lifestyle is the 1,000 Trails membership. Sandy will put a link down in the description below so you guys can click on it and check it out if you want. But that is probably one of the biggest things that keeps us and other families on the road full-time, is saving thousands of dollars a month with this membership.
We literally saved, I think I calculated over the years, and it was like $60,000.
It's a big one.
$60,000. So as you're bringing in money, you're keeping that money because you're not spending it on RV parks.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. I'll put the link down below. Sharon and Warren are our buddies. They're the salespeople at that membership, and they can explain it all to you and see if it's a good fit for you.
All right, so we're making money on the road. We're not making money. We need to make money. It's all about money. Money keeps the world going around. Money keeps diesel in the tank. Money keeps tires on the RV and the truck, and maintenance going. The food is ridiculously expensive out here. And so money keeps all that stuff.
Another money-saving thing is open roads for diesel. And so we like to we're not coupon shopper people, but when there is a way to save money that we literally use all the time, we are all about it.
Yeah.
And so just like Thousand Trails is for the RV parks, we use open roads to fill up the diesel in the truck.
I'll explain what it is real quick. They've worked out deals with thousands of Love's travel stops and all the travel stops that you know. Truck stops. They've worked out deals with them to get diesel at a discounted rate. So what you do is you sign up for this card, and let's say, for example, diesel is $4 a gallon. Many times it'll be $3.50, $3.25 with this Open Roads card. And you go in there and you swipe it, and then it comes out of your account, and you get, you save 20, 30, 40 bucks.
$20 to $30 on the average is what we save every time we fill up the tank.
Yeah. We made a whole video.
And that adds up too, yeah.
We made a whole video of us going from Florida to Indiana, and we saved $120. We'll put the link down below. So that's a couple ways that we save money. We've gone over a lot of ways that we make money, but really why we're, explaining all this stuff to you guys, because as money comes in, you want to make that money last as long as possible. And if you can save money on memberships and gas, I mean, those are two of our basic expenses.
I'm all about saving money.
So just to circle back around to the beginning, at one point, this was a dream for us, and now we're living our dream. I used to sit on the computer for hours and hours and hours watching Gone with the Winds and any other families that I could find out there that were RVing full time at the time. Now they're on a sailboat, which we definitely want to do next. We want to sail around the world on a catamaran. But staying on the road was a dream for us at one point, and now we're here. So anything we could do to help you guys fulfill your dreams, to reach for the stars, and to pull the trigger, it really fills our hearts with love and passion. And just creating the community out here on the road is another amazing thing that we get to do out here. So
we love to hear your stories on how you make money, how you save money on the road. If you're dreaming about doing this life and you have any questions, please put it in the comments down below, because we are an open book and we love sharing this journey with you. And thank you to anybody that has given us, sent us emails and left comments about how we were a part of their making the decision to go on the road. I read a bunch of those from our last podcast, and that just seriously warms our hearts so much. I know there was people out there that did that for us, and if we can in return do that for others, that just means everything. So my God.
Number 2's in the can,
Number 2
guys.
podcast is down.
So this at one point was a dream for us also, to start a podcast. And a year and a half ago, we were talking about it. And finally I go, you know what, Sandy? We got to sit down and just do this damn thing.
I have a new saying. Screw it, just do it.
There you go. Nike might get mad at you about that.
I know. Screw it, just do it. Because there's always an excuse. I don't know about you, but we found many excuses that we couldn't get it done right now. Or we'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow comes, and then there's something else comes up. And so I said, you know what? We got to screw it and just do it. Because if this really, putting this information out there just makes us so happy, because I know if it affects one person and can help one person, it was totally worth it. And so we got our butts here in these chairs in front of a new background.
We got the AC off, so we have great audio.
It's hot in here.
We're sweating over here. My shirt's getting so
We're in Florida.
Sweat running down my back.
95 out.
But we're doing it for you
We
guys,
did it for you.
We need clean audio here. So whatever you guys do, push yourselves, reach for the stars, go for your dreams, and definitely try something new.